Hi everybody, today I am going to show you how to put the Kam Snaps on a Days for Girls shield. And this is what one looks like when it's all done. This is the Kam Snap right here, and it opens and closes and allows the girl to snap these into her underwear so they don't come loose. The Kam Snaps have 4 parts, and I put them on this card so it would be a little bit easier to see. There's 2 smooth ones, and one that's got a bigger hole and one that's got a smaller hole. And these 2 go together and these 2 go together when you actually put them on. The other thing that I like to do is always have an example next to me on my table so that I can make sure I'm putting them on correctly, because as you can see, there's always a smooth one and a opposite on both sides, and that makes it work when you go to do the snap, because the snaps come around like that. So I'll start by showing you again what we're going to do is we're going to add this snap and this part on the back on one side. And to do that, you're going to want a ruler, this pointy thing called an awl, and of course your shield. And you're going to take the top part of your shield, so the part with the pockets, and you're going to measure a 1/2 inch away from the shield. So you want to be a 1/2 inch away. And then I usually line it up like this so that one of the inch markers is here, and I can see how far over this goes. This is about 1 inch and 1/8. So I'll go 1 inch and right between the 1/8 mark to make my hole with the awl. So it's like right here. So I'm gonna set this down on my table and pop that through again so I can show it to you. And when you do that, I like to just grab a hold of it with my fingers and push through. So you're actually making a hole in the fabric. And then immediately I am going to grab the smooth part, okay, the smooth one, and put it into that hole. So it looks like this. And then I'm going to flip it over, and I see that pointy part. It doesn't matter which one you start with. I'm going to start with this one, and I'm going to put it right on top of that plunger. And then the next thing you do is you take your handy dandy press, and there's a couple different parts here. If you see that black smooth part, that's where the shiny circle goes. So I'm going to set this down, and I know you can't really see it, so I'm going to back it up a little bit. So shiny circle goes down into the black plunger part. You set the whole thing in there, and then you just press down, and I squeeze it nice and tight. And when it comes out, you'll see that that stick that was pointing up is now smashed nice and flat. So now we're on the side without the smooth part, and we can simply go over to the other side and repeat the process, making sure that the smooth part, the smooth circle, is going to go on top on this side. And then we'll have a not smooth one and a smooth one on the same side. So I'm going to do that same measuring, 1/2 inch from the side and in the middle, and I'm going to plunge my awl back down through it, okay? And then I'm going to take my smooth one and put it right down in there. And now I can verify that I have a smooth and a not smooth on the same side of the shield, because that's where you want them. And then I'm going to take the other one. So I always get out all 4 that I need on my table so I know I'm not using the wrong ones. And then I'm going to pop that on, and I'm going to put it back into my handy dandy device here. Smooth side goes down into that black part, and we smash it flat. And again, I just make sure I smashed it nice and good. And I've got my smooth and my not smooth, and my not smooth and my smooth. And now I'm going to make sure that it's snapping properly. So I fold this guy back and this guy back, and I'm going to close it up. I'm going to make sure it's snapped nice and tight. And then I'm going to do that 3 times. Once, twice, 3 times. And I'm going to look at it and make sure that it's nice and solid and good to go. And that's finished. So again, a couple things to remember is you want to grab all 4 pieces when you get started and put them on your table. And then take it from there and have your nice handy dandy sample next to either a finished shield or something like this that can quickly show you how they're supposed to line up on the two sides. All right, happy sewing!